Yeah.
What's going on, YouTube? Funktastic Gaming back again for
Hey.
Outriders. Yes, sir. Here we got my man AP, Alex Penny. Yep. We got John and Tuna.
Out here giving away governments. That's crazy.
Hold it. That's crazy.
And let me know if y'all want to know his middle name.
He said Alex Penny, social security number 6395.
All right. We got Ashanti here. Hunter. We got the boy Angel.
Words.
Mr. Pacheco.
Yeah,
all right,
so sitting down looking like a full paragraph.
Wow. Really finished. Okay.
Anyways, all right, y'all.
Made it in.
So, Outriders. Now, I know what's on everybody's mind, so we're just gonna kick it off right away. The loading times, the waiting, that was the worst part in I would arguably say all of our opinions, but here we go. Penny.
The loading times. Okay, bro. Let me just start off with, bro, the fact that y'all put a cutscene for opening the doors, like who thought of that? That's what I want to know. And why is it that all of y'all in the meeting, when somebody said, I don't know what kind of meeting you guys had, but everybody was like, you know what? That's a good idea. No, that's not a good idea, man. The cutscenes for opening doors, bro, that's ridiculous. And then after the cutscene, it's okay, it's a cutscene for opening this door. Am I in this area? Psych. Now you got a loading screen where you got to wait for who knows how long sometimes. It's like, come on, man. That ridiculous, y'all. Ridiculous. That, I don't know why you guys did that for that, but that's ridiculous.
All right, man. John.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback off what that boy Penny said. Those loading screens were ridiculous. And it's just like unnecessary cutscenes. Like, why? Oh, let me.
Messing up a log.
Yeah, like you traveled. Okay, cool. Hey, haha, I'm going down this ladder. Let's cut for 5 seconds to show you going down the ladder. Now back to gameplay. It's like, what? Like, y'all couldn't find a more like a smoother way to just like flow into the game. I don't know, dude. It just it really messes up in my opinion, it messes up the flow style of the game. Because you go into these like crazy, like high like violent, intense, you know what I mean? Just running and gunning, boom, 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 and then like, oh, cutscene of you going down the ladder and back to it. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of that at all, to be honest.
Angel.
I think they pretty much said it, bro. Honestly, all of that just was the worst part about the game. Definitely, I can't think of anything else that has my attention. Hopefully, they fix it in an update soon. That's all I can say. Yeah. Hopefully, they fix that shit. Update. Take that shit out. Make load times faster.
Yeah, that's what I'm of the mind of. Like, I think there has to be a software patch that they can do for that, because like that is by far unquestionably, like I haven't beat the game, but by far unquestionably that's the worst thing about this game. Like y'all really hit the nail on the head. The one thing I want to add is like when you beat like the little boss in certain areas, how it goes to the cutscene and it's like your dude just stands there and then shoots him in the head and then it like cuts back. It's like, yo, like like damn, like what is the point of this? I don't even say a cool line, like it, and I don't know. I just feel like how John was saying, the flow of the game, it kind of pulls you out of that like immersive feeling of the game, because it's like you just already know what's gonna happen. It's almost like damn, like especially when you try to like power through, if you're trying to, like, you know, if you're playing with your team or whatever, somebody wants to just push through, you want to get better loot, it's like that it just takes way too long. And I don't know, I feel like Penny brought up a good point, like who thought that was a good idea? Like it just makes me wonder, like, yo, like why did you do, like there's no way that when you're designing the game it's easier for you to have it switch to the cutscene to then switch to the loading screen than just like adding like because it's not like it goes into a cinematic graphic. It's still the same graphic as when you're playing. So it's like, why do this? Yeah.
I feel like the
hands down the worst part.
developers. I feel like the developers were like, all the other shit in the game makes up for that. Like people will be like, whatever, who cares?
Right. But that's the thing, is that it doesn't make up for it. I feel like
Right.
it's such a huge flaw in the game, and it's not not only like it's the cutscenes, but the dialogue is so trash in my opinion. Like I don't know,
Pretty corny.
it's extremely corny, and you know what I mean. Like the thing is like you guys are playing it on PS4, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. See, so on the PS5, you kind of expect like a bigger leap. It's not like to be honest, like it's very underwhelming in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, gameplay's nice, but it's just the dialogue, the cutscenes. It's just like come on. For an Unreal Engine game, it's like you'd expect it to be a lot crisper than it is, and it's just really not.
Right. And the fact that they promote like, oh, we've been doing this for 5 years. That's why I'm like, you spent 5 years on this, and within the entire 5 years, nobody was like, hey, some of these cutscenes are a little garbage. Hey, having cutscenes for opening stuff is a little whack. Like, how did you do this for that? Now it seems like this is the game you worked on for 5 years, and you're not doing nothing with it. So now you're throwing it out there, but you're making it seem like, oh, we worked on this game for 5 years. Now I see it's quite the opposite. It's not 5 years of great work putting together. It seems more like 5 years of, all right, we're done with this. Let's put it out. That's what it feels like.
Right. And to be the somewhat of a devil's advocate, because I don't fuck with that transition at all either. If they had made that the loading time, like where they're loading up the next map, area, arena, whatever, as you're watching that cutscene, then yeah, I would totally understand. But it's like at this point, it's like I feel like they just focus so much on the damn gameplay, and it's just they're like, oh well, let's make sure we don't forget about the story aspect and throw some cutscenes in there. It's like I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
Right.
And
But-
another thing, I will. Oh, sorry. Real
No,
quick,
go ahead.
just to add
Yeah.
on, what I do hate, only 3 people squads. What's up with that, bro?
Yeah.
Make multi like, come on, at least like 4, at very least 4.
Yeah.
Make it maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 15.
Hey, hey, we'll get into that though. But moving on to transition, what John said, like he said, the PS4 to PS5 is not that much different, right? That brings up the point of the graphics, right? At first glance, it's like, oh, okay, this looks pretty nice. Like, it like when you see the gameplay and stuff, it's like, oh, that looks pretty raw. But you start watching the cutscenes, and it's like, what happened here? Like, did y'all just throw some generic story together? Just all right, like we got a basic storyline that let's just throw these raw ass monsters in there. It's like, I don't know, man. Smooth, what you think?
I don't know about y'all, but I like when I go and I interact with the other characters, I talk on all the options to see everything they say. And that's kind of provided a little more background for the story. But where I feel like the story is lacking is the part that I'm at. We're still just looking for the beacon of like when they first get touched down onto the planet, and they were like, oh, there's a beacon over here, and like the main character, the protagonist gets the signal. Like it's like, yo, like fuck, man, I've been playing, I got probably 6 hours of game time. It feels like it's like, yo, how long are we going to look for this fucking beacon, man? Like, what is this? What's like? I feel like we're gonna find the beacon, and it's like, oh, you found the beacon. It ends up being the people that landed here before us, the first expedition, and they're just beaconing at the safe place. This is where everybody can live. Y'all don't have to be fighting in war anymore. And then it's like, yo, that's the end of the fucking game. Like, that's dumb. Like, I don't want that. So, I mean, I don't know how far I am. I'm pretty far away from the top tier. Well, I think I'm on world tier 9 right now. And I think there's 17. So I don't know if I'm halfway or whatever. But yeah, I mean, the story so far, it's a little lacking, but there's a lot of detail. Like I just feel like there needed to be better, like a better quest. We need to be doing more things. I prefer more monsters. Maybe I'll get that wish, but right now I'll say the story is a little underwhelming. But I do like it. I am enjoying it.
Right. I feel like the story should have been kind of not just because I've been playing games like this, but just because of how big their world is and how much the game is centered on the gameplay. I do feel like the story should have kind of been more like, yeah, you could figure it out more, like the NPCs will talk and you can figure a little bit more about the story, and then only have cutscenes for like the main story of the character. But everything else is like should have been NPC based. Like, you talk to the NPC, and he gives you more information and it lets you know about this and this and that. And then, like, you know what I mean? Just cut out way more of the cutscenes and leave the dialogue to like the NPC interactions. You know what I'm saying? Because the game is so big, there's so much stuff to do in the game.
It's
You know
like
what
they
I mean?
tried to do
Because the
that, but then
cutscenes,
they just fucked it up. They were like, you know what? Hey, let's not do that and just focus on the gameplay.
right, right. It's like, but I mean, even that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna focus so much around the gameplay, then you can't just throw some trash ass story in there and then be like, "Here's the story." It's like you might as well just make a simple story that, and at the end of the day, it's the game is made to play with a simple story, but the game is made to play with your friends, have fun, whatever. Instead of the story being this big old thing that really, at the end of the day, doesn't matter. Because whenever I play, I'm just happy to be playing with my friends. Shoot, like you said, shooting the monsters and shit like that.
Right. Angel, John, any thoughts?
Angel, you go first.
I completely agree with everything you just said, man. I was like I said, like that scene you mentioned earlier, where like the flashback of the land where there's no more war and shit. Like if that's the end of the game, that was suck. Like hopefully that's kind of like foreshadowing. Maybe that I don't know, man. Hopefully they just make some updates, fix this shit, make the ending really good, or hopefully they make the ending really good. We'll find out. I don't know.
It's to me, this game is very cut and dry. And I say that in the sense that the storyline is very generic in a sense, you know what I mean? Oh, haha, we ran out, we ran up our resources and now we're gonna go find another planet to, see if we can survive on. How many games have we seen that? How many times have we seen that in the game? You know what I mean? And it's like, if you're going to do that, at least be eye-catching. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing, is like the gameplay, awesome. Gives me glimpses and reminds me of Gears of War and Destiny if you were to combine both of them. Weapons, awesome. You know what I mean? The character customization that you can have where you're changing around your gear, dope, love it. It's just there are so many things. I feel like the cons outweigh the pros in this one. And it's a fun game. You know what I mean? That's the thing, is we've talked about it, how fun this game is to play when everyone's playing it. It's dope. Like, you know what I mean? You can get lost in this game for hours. But at some point it starts to feel like it's repetitive. It's like, yeah, you are going through this game, you are leveling up, but it's repetitive, and it's just there's too many similar games that are out like this that have better graphics. That have, and yeah, this is an Unreal Engine, but it doesn't feel like it at times. And the cutscenes are extremely underwhelming. Honestly, I think it's gotten to the point where I've skipped through most of them because some of the ones that we've gotten are just horrible. You know what I mean? You don't want to sit there and listen to this, the cutscenes and watch it because it's underwhelming, but yeah, like totally cheeks, dude. But it's
That's how
fun.
you really feel.
It's fun. It's a fun game. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, I will say that it does feel like, because it's centered around the gameplay, for us to be jumping around screen, meteors dropping, lightning striking while you're healing and they're taking damage all at the same time. Like, we've already encountered those, internet connection issues where we're shooting and you're like, hold up, like I just teleported back to where I was 10 seconds ago. What the hell is going on? And in that sense, I feel like that might be part of the reason they brought the quality of the graphics down to help with the fluidity of that game. So in that sense, I guess it may have worked out a little bit, but to an extent, it's like, people are looking at this PS4 game like this kind of looks like almost PS3 graphics, dude. I don't know about all that.
I
So
do
I
want to
just feel
say,
like it's not like my bad, Angel. I just feel like this is like not really like Penny was saying, they've been working on it for 5 years. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like something was kind of just rushed. I feel like it's an unfinished product. And I get it, the game just came out, but it's like it feels unfinished, And again, fun game to play. We've all had some good times playing this game as of lately, but it just I don't know, dude. I honestly I
I
just don't
think
know
you
what it
hit it.
is.
No, I think you hit it on the head right there. I think it does play like an unfinished game. Like it's not
Yeah.
the final product, because I know I'm not the only one, but when I was playing, I was getting kicked off of the server completely, like the game cutting off
crashed a
and
couple times.
restarting, right? Yeah. Just because there was too much movement or stuff going on. I don't know the reason behind it, but it seems like the PlayStation couldn't keep up with how fast the graphics are supposed to go. And it was just like, yo, nah,
Yeah.
you're not playing this right now.
Yeah, me and
It's
P talked about that. It kind of seemed like, they had a deadline. Well, they say it took 5 years, but it kind of seems more like they had a deadline of 5 years and they were getting up to that deadline and they were like, you know what? Like we gotta work with what we got and we gotta put it out, or else we're gonna hit that mark and it's just gonna be losing money, not, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
all right, well, on that note, gameplay was good. So let's start off with the sickest part, the world tier. Fucking world tier. Real quick, where's everyone at with the world tier?
9.
I think I'm on 9 too.
I'm on
9.
7.
7 for sure. Yeah, I got up to 11, but that, bro.
Flexed on everybody.
Yeah.
I got up to 11, but
Nah.
Getting
See,
legendary
nah,
gear.
see,
Alright.
here's the thing.
I got up to 11.
oh shit.
Bro, I was
Guys.
literally, freaking Jamal, the boy Angel, and Smooth, and John too. Everybody ended up getting fucking a legendary gun at like, what was it? That one boss, the what seemed like the real first boss to me.
Thing on the
Yeah,
rock.
bro. Everyone got a legendary weapon. I was sitting here like, what the? Whoa, why? What? I literally fucking did like half the damage to this boss, and you tell me you didn't give me shit,
Bro, because they was like, it's young soul. Don't give him no legendary weapon. He don't even need a legendary weapon. You know what he did? You know what he did on Dark Souls 3? Don't give him no legendary weapons. This boy could make it through the whole game on damn near common.
Yeah.
They finally caved in and gave you legendary weapons. And look at you now, ungrateful.
Hey, hey, I will. It's funny, bro, because I feel like with games like this boy Suck is just like that, the man, bro. Just literally, just like, oh, ha ha ha, yeah. Let me help y'all. I got y'all. You know what I mean? On his like Mr. Miyagi / you know what I mean? Like, just I got y'all. Don't worry. Like, just hop on my back. I'm gonna carry y'all real quick. And it's like, damn, bro, hold up. I'm like, damn.
Bro, the first time I had Suck come and help me in my game, bro, he's like, all right, bro, we out. And the level starts, and all I see is this fool's character literally do a half circle in front of mine. And in the midst, it's like people are dying. There is a big bubble. There's just a big bubble of energy with like bullets being stopped in the middle, and people are just dying and being disintegrated all at the same. I haven't even shot my gun yet, bro. I'm just watching like, damn.
Nah, hey,
I feel like Angel, like, yeah, man. We in here, we playing, man. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, what's hella funny, bro, is I think it was probably like a couple hours into gameplay. Like I was starting to get the hang of things. I was like, hey, this game's pretty dope. And his boy Suck was like, yeah, haha. He was like, what's your highest like ranked level? I was like, bro, like I think it was like 800 or some shit. I was like, yeah, like 8. He was like, yeah, I'm at like my weapon right now is like at 7,000. I was like,
Damn.
I was like, bro,
Jeez.
I was like, what? And then I think it was today or yesterday. I think it was last night or today. This boy was like, haha, yeah, cracked my first 5-digit weapon. I was like, yo, this man is sick, bro. Literally young sicko, bro. Like, I'm done. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Yeah,
That's sick as fuck.
Sickening.
that's
Sickening,
crazy.
bro.
But do you guys like the world tier system? Like how it's pretty much like even as you
I do.
progress, it keeps the
Yeah.
difficulty up to that point where you're not feeling safe pretty much ever.
Yeah.
The only
I also
issue
like how
I
they
have-
advise you. They advise you in the game. Like they're like, if it's too hard, man, drop a tier. Like you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
it's not like you're going up tiers. You're like, what's going on? What's going on? Like they tell you what to do. You know.
Yeah.
The only issue I got is the jump from 1 to 2 was just like really frustrating because it's just like you go from like in the cutscene when I don't know if John is there. Hey, this is a spoiler warning for y'all watching the video. You can skip ahead if you don't want to hear this part. In the cutscene where Jakob dies, like they're running, like literally your character comes through and it's just like one-shotting these fools, and it's like, bruh, how? Where do they do that?
Yeah,
World
why am
Tier
I
1.
not doing that?
That's what I'm saying. World Tier 1, it's like if Suck want to go on World Tier 1 with a fucking level 7,000 gun, like this fool is pew, 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 like he's single shotting for Shelly. It's like the jump to 2 is like it was visual. I was not prepared for that at all. And then I was like, damn, I'm in for a time. But yeah, the gameplay is crazy. I really love the gameplay. Like such a big fan. I love it. I have so much fun playing. Can't imagine playing it by myself though. This boy Suck is really sick. Trying to he piecing up these bosses by himself. I can't even believe it for real.
Hey, that actually that brings up my next point. The classes. Which one is y'all favorite from what you've seen?
The Devastator, bro. The Devastator goes so hard.
Devastator for sure.
I say Devastator.
That's the coolest looking one. I say. Like I
this boy, I don't know. Hey, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like this boy Jamal and this boy Suck, bro. Like they make the trickster class look pretty sick, bro. So if I mean if we run that back, like if we run that back or some shit, like I might have to try the trickster class. But I don't know.
Surely gonna go back and do more builds. 100%.
You can
I feel like
just
just
you can do 6 different characters.
Well, the thing is I feel like the way that my play style is like I'm very aggressive. You know what I mean? I like to be kind of like into like, you know what I mean, jump in there, boom, rush these fools. And it's like I feel like Devastator class is kind of like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it fits that line. You know what I mean?
That one and both the Devastator and the Trickster, they're both the classes where you could just kind of like
because
I could run in head first.
Yeah,
it's
like my shield and health.
My class is the Pyromancer, bro. So I'm in the back, like, yeah, y'all do y'all, man. I'm gonna burn them though. Burn these guys.
Sound like Dark Souls 3, Penny, bro.
I'm gonna just set them on fire, man. Yeah, like that's how I felt in my class, bro. My class was not as good as you guys. Well, not until the end. Once I unlocked like the last like 3 powers, then I started getting a little bit better, and I started being able to change my stuff.
That's Dark Souls 3 Penny right there, bro. Haha, Pyromancer, I got you.
Right.
Like, damn.
Gotta do Pyro. I just beat the remastered, and I played as a Pyromancer.
All right, we ain't talking about that, man.
Yeah, that's for another video.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Personally, Trickster is my favorite. Like I said, you know, you got to be mobile in that game because even when you're, you know, trying to hide behind cover, that's another thing I like about it is they got the computers, like they always try to circle you both ways. So you don't ever feel safe. Like you can't just sit unless you're killing them with like 2 shots. You just, you know, like that's easy. But yeah, I like that. But I will say no one chose the Technomancer. That's like the sniper class. And I mean, maybe it's because we're off that Dark Souls hype and we just, you know, like we good. We in there.
Yeah, we want to be up close and personal with it.
Yeah.
Shotguns all day.
Yeah, man. But hey, I do like the fact that with these classes, you have those 3 specialties in the skill class. But I remember I didn't even know, and Smooth mentioned you only get 20, which at first I was like, you know what, that's kind of booty. Like that sucks. Yeah, you have to But I like that because you got to allot your 20 skill points like the way you want it to, and it'll work out, or it might not, because I've reset it like once or twice because like some of the shit I put on there, I was like, I'm not even doing that anymore.
Okay.
Right. That's the other thing I got to do. I'll probably end up liking Pyromancer more is if I switch my little class tree up.
Yeah, the route.
Yeah. It'll help with your special moves and like your bullet damage and your
Well, I chose the more
boosters,
explosive
all that shit.
Pyromancer, and it's a lot more of the duck and cover kind of class. So I got to change because if I use the ignite one, it's that one's a more aggressive,
Like run and
part of
gun.
Pyromancer. Yeah, like I can be doing like way more spells and like crazy shit with my gun and all that stuff more often if I use that. That's the one where I do that little Kamehameha wave.
Okay,
the fireball Kamehameha wave. Yeah, that's the ignition class. If I did that class, I probably would have had a better time in the beginning.
He
But now I
said
have all
it's
the
the
power.
remix to Ignition.
Yeah, well, that brings me to the weapons. Now we just got our first legendary weapons. Now those go crazy. They look crazy too. But I mean,
Yeah, they look
I
good as
gotta
fuck.
wait and see till I just hit max level actually. I think it's level 30.
This
So
boy's
Yeah.
sick,
Just
bro.
hit
This
max
boy
level?
is sick, dude.
Yeah, man,
That's
it's
so
a couple bullets be like
sickening,
taking them
bro.
out, man. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm at now. You know what I'm
Young
saying?
Rider.
I hit bosses with 2 bullets only, man. That's kind of where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying?
This boy's sick, dude. On some real shit. He don't
Hey,
ever go down either, bro. If you ever summon this boy in your world, he don't ever go down. Like me and Suck were just playing like probably like not even like an hour ago, and I probably went down like at least like 5 or 6 times, and like it's so funny because like this boy's like not even phased. He'll literally be like, "Oh, you down? Haha, I'll get you right now," and you just see him in the background just piecing boys up. I'm like, damn. I wish I could be on that level. Like that's crazy. This how y'all
Hey,
felt when you was playing
shout out to the
Bloodborne, huh?
flagrant gamer though. The flagrant gamer, he don't go down that much either.
Flagrant gamer do be having
I don't
raw
know.
ass streams, bro.
Don't ever refer to yourself in the third person again, bro. The hell?
Why you gotta do that? You the one who said it?
Nah, bro.
Nah, but to go off what this boy Suck was saying, the weapons are sick. I think I just got like a legendary shotgun, which is legit as hell. It's pretty sick looking too. But I wish that they had like, and I don't know if y'all agree with me or not, but it's like I wish they had a secondary type of firing thing. You know what I mean? And maybe that's because we play Bloodborne and Dark Souls, but I wish there was like a secondary, like, you know what I mean? Like if you hit like L1 before you aim down sight,
Oh,
like you
yeah.
could do like some scatter bullets if you had a shotgun or like something. I don't know. Like I feel
That'd
like
be
that'd be
wrong.
pretty sick. You know what I mean? Or like, cause like some of these guns, like I think I have like a legendary gun that's like, it looks like it has a chainsaw. I'm telling you, it literally gives me like Gears of War vibes. I'm like, that'd be sick. You have a chainsaw and just run up on dudes and just cut them in half. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me asking for too much. I don't know, man.
Nah, definitely not. Hey, that's a. I don't know if we better talk about gameplay, but
Yeah.
I think that would be a great addition, but also some throwables. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
Yes.
that's
I'm
what's
tired of getting
Right.
hit with grenades, bro.
The throwables.
Yeah.
I'm tired of grenades getting thrown at me, bro.
Yeah, and I noticed they
Can't even
have
throw
like
them back either.
they have like smoke grenades, toxic grenades, fire grenades. Fucking, they got all types
Yeah,
of
they got
grenades.
hella shit.
Like, you're not trying to give us none of that.
Facts.
Real.
Poison. I'm over here getting hit with poison gas grenades. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, I
At
don't
least
know,
give us some
but
like landmines or something.
I think if they do patches too, they need to add more skills. Like
Oh,
to each class.
that's exactly what I was
Surely.
thinking.
For sure.
Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like for a game that kind of claims to be like a kind of like a RPG as game, it's like there's not that many skills for each class. Like you know what I mean? And you get them fairly fast. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then for some classes, like for example, I chose the explosive one, not realizing that the last skill for the explosive tree branch was literally at the end of my skills. But it's like, you know, I finally get that skill, and it's like, don't get me wrong, it's a cool skill. It looks cool too. Like he shoots like basically like a big, you know, fireball that blows up, which is cool. But it's like that's it though. Like that's literally the cap. That's all that happens. And it's like I feel like, you know, for each class there could definitely at least be another like 5 skills added for each, you know, different kind of tree branch.
Right, which I would think like if with the limited skill set, like you think they'd have a more variety of the guns, or I mean they got a pretty big variety of mods, but it's like you can only hold 2. So it's
And you
like
can't stack, which makes it like, okay, so you have the mods that go for the abilities, but I can't stack them to like make the abilities more raw. And it's like I'm looking at like hella tiers coming up. I'm like, okay, so I can't stack my abilities. The higher the tier goes, the more health and blah 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 they have. It's like, all right, man, like it's kind of vicious.
yeah.
What's up, man?
So I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but it kind of like the weapons are cool, but there's not a lot. You know what I mean? Like there's probably what, maybe 3 or 4, or maybe like 3 assault rifles. There's a bunch of light machine. There's like 3 light machine guns.
Yeah.
There's like 5
There's like
different types
what?
of snipers.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know.
Technically,
It's kind of underwhelming a
And the
little bit.
variants too, though. You
Yeah.
could switch the variants on it.
I just feel like it's a little underwhelming. I feel like I wish you could customize your gun. And I don't, again,
That,
maybe this is just asking for too
no,
much,
that,
but it's
no.
just like being able to customize it, like, you know what I mean? Like add attachments, take off attachments, you know what I mean? Like an extended mag, no extended mag, you know what I mean? Like a grenade launcher, no grenade launcher. I don't know.
Mm.
It's
right, like a trade system. Like if you have more perks, maybe you get less bullets, or you more
yes,
bullets and
yes.
less perks. Like they could have done
And
that.
If they had
and
like
they
tier 4,
do
5, and 6,
and they do have like the weapon, not the weapon, sorry, the ammo mods. Like you have like the freeze bullets, you have the fire bullets, you have the explosive rounds. So it's like that's cool, but it's like I don't know, dude. I feel like there's just something missing from this game. There's a couple things missing from this game, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that's kind of big, like attachments on your gun. Like if you don't have a shooting game, like attachments on your gun would probably be dope, or even like melee weapons, bro. Like some like swords or something. Like I don't know, like that would be sick, dude. To just be
Right.
out here chopping dudes up with swords because you can dismember people, which is cool.
Or change the melee, or like be able to mod your melee ability.
Yes, bro. See, that's
Yeah.
that shit.
Hey man, what could
Also,
have been?
I'm hoping if they do another game or another part or whatever, it's like, please just do more of the monsters. Like the insurgent part
Yeah.
to me is like low key boring. It's just like, well, I like. Here's the thing:
Those
the
goddamn
insurgent part,
insurgents.
the insurgent part is so idiotic to me because it's like on a planet where you're already not from that planet. Like you, all of these people decided that they were gonna make an insurgency or whatever, but it's like against who? Yourselves? Like over what? Like you know what I mean? I don't know. It just felt like, you know what I mean? Like there, it's already a dire situation. You've come to the planet that's not yours, and you have to take it. I felt like that was already kind of like a big thing. And then to add on, like now you got to fight insurgents of your own that could also possibly be like 3 generations below you or whatever they were saying for how long. It's just like that part. Like I don't care. Like I don't care about insurgents. I felt like when I seen the game, at least for me personally, I can't speak for everybody, but for me personally, when I seen it, I kind of expected like I'm gonna be shooting up aliens and all different kinds of aliens on this planet or whatever, you know, with a small story sprinkled in or whatever. Like that's kind of like what I was getting, like the vibes I was getting from the planet or from the game. But then the game starts and it's like, nah, mostly you're fighting yourselves, which is like, all right, so you know, and then it always feels like the other, like they're more OP than you are, even when you get stronger. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to fight other humans that are hella strong. Like I'd rather kill creatures that are hella strong.
I think
Like,
one thing that pisses me off in this game, and I'm sure that you guys can attest to this, it's like These fools do not miss.
That
They
part.
do not miss. I'm literally getting shot everywhere. Literally everywhere. Like I can run around and like I know I could be hiding behind some. I'm still getting shot from some dude that's like 1,000 yards away. Like you got to act like that. Like come on now, don't play me.
I've seen them glitch behind us.
It's
Like,
sickening,
a
bro.
red dot
It
just
truly
pop up
is.
behind us and just start shooting at us. And
Yeah,
it'll
I
show
don't
them
know.
like cut through a wall and then end up coming through. How?
How
can't
sway?
we-
Right?
How sway?
Fix the game. Do better.
Fix
Be
the
better.
game.
For sure.
Do better.
Do better.
Updates.
Do
We
better.
waiting.
Updates.
Patches right now.
Smooth. Anything you want to add?
Yeah.
Look like you
I
got
was just
something.
gonna say I don't mind the insurgent angle. It makes it a little bit more just different. I think it provides that kind of variety. I do think they need to be a bigger variety of the aliens, especially like they're like, oh, they're starting to morph and they've started changing when we got here. It's like I was saying, Penny, like talking to all the people, like you kind of get that information that they don't. It's not part of the main story for whatever reason, but it's like basic, like when it starts and you come down, basically how that dude was like send the order ahead, let people down. They brought people down and there weren't enough resources, so that's why they started fighting in the first place.
Right,
And
because you had to
it
ration
happened to go
food.
on.
But
Yeah,
the
and then
thing, but then it kind of gets to like, okay, then here's what doesn't make sense. You don't have enough resources. How did you not have enough resources, but you have enough resources to build a camp and feed soldiers?
They used a 3D
because they
printer.
had
Yeah, they had a
Yeah,
3D printer
they-
to print buildings and stuff in a fast rate.
yeah,
It
they
says
had,
it in the lore on the loading screen.
yeah, they had
Yeah,
like a
but even
tiny
at that-
amount of resources.
So, okay, but even at that, you still need the material for that. Like you still need resources to do that.
They
Like, and
had
how are you? The 3D printer doesn't explain how you're able to feed all these soldiers and get, and they're swole too. They're swole. They got guns. Like, you're telling me you're broke? How can you feed all these swole husky dudes who
Well,
are
those
running
other
y'all-
guys
around?
were eating
He
each
He
other.
said, "What's y'all protein intake
I-
looking like?"
the way it comes off is like they had enough resources for the initial crew to touch down and establish contact and make a little base and then go forward from there. Like they weren't supposed to wake the people up that early. Like they were supposed to just come in, it was small,
Right.
and continue to build until they had enough resources and then
Yeah,
start waking people
But
up.
then you get altereds into the situation, and the altereds get powered, and then they're like, "Yo, I want to start running shit," and then they start fighting amongst each other. Like, look what happened to what's his name? Got melted into the wall by that other altered.
Oh yeah, Seth
John?
or something.
Or
Seth,
yeah,
yeah.
Seth.
Seth got melted into a wall, a
Yeah,
rock
Moloch,
wall, bro.
yeah.
Like,
Moloch.
yo, there's some like what's coming up at tier 15? What kind of alters be coming up against the tier 15, bro?
Hey, I'll say this though. The 3D printer, it does not fully, it's not a satisfying explanation. Just like Mystique being the mutant that made the Sentinels OP in Days of Future Past was not a good enough explanation. bruh.
That is not relatable.
Not trying to hear it. It is. Not trying to hear it.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's
I'm not trying to
literally
hear
not relatable.
It is.
It's not relatable.
It
It's
is.
literally not relatable.
It is.
They actually explained what they did with her genes though.
And they explained it too. We had a 3D printer to be able to provide this.
But that doesn't explain the fact that you have
Bro,
resources
go
to
back,
do that.
go back and read through, and you read it, and then you can
Sick.
tell me if it doesn't make sense, bro. How about that?
Are you talking about the Mystique thing?
No, I'm talking about in Outriders. Go back and read through. You gotta find it. I don't know. I don't even remember who was talking about it. But go back, read through all the shit, and find it. See the explanation, and then you can tell me if it makes sense or it doesn't make sense. But it makes sense to me.
So then
Yeah.
what are they fighting for? Food?
They're fighting. Basically, that's what it started as. They were fighting because there wasn't enough food for all the people that were there. Like they woke them up and they built the city, but there wasn't enough food. So everybody was kind of like, it was like the slums. And that's how they like, I think it was Jakob or Zahidi that was explaining it. He's like, yo, like we basically, it was the same kind of shit that was going on Earth, but now we're here and there was less rations. And then people started getting altered, like Angel said. And so they were just like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, we can make shit happen. And so then there was like, that's where the shit just became overcomplicated.
Gangland.
Yeah. And because everybody's trying to vie for power and stuff and they couldn't escape the valley. So they're all basically trapped. Like the anomaly was keeping them trapped in the valley, and there's not any resources, there's food or anything like that. So they're all basically just stuck in there trying to survive. And
nobody goes to the jungle because of all
fighting.
the crazy shit in the jungle.
Yeah, and the dude that's experimenting and shit.
Which I would have been okay with, but that's the end of the explanation then.
Yeah.
They're not like,
actually.
oh, these people turned into cannibalists. Like, here's them
Right.
being cannibalists. Oh, they actually killed
Right.
the creatures and they cooked them instead. They're just like, no,
He
but
said the
the
reason why
rational.
nobody goes there is because nobody ever came back, and they
Right.
never came back because they were
See,
being
but
used
this,
as experiments.
still
this
doesn't
game
explain
sounds
the
more
food.
like it would be more raw if all this shit was done already. Like if your character woke up in the world and all this shit already happened, like people died, like the civilizations are damn near wiped out. There's like a couple dudes left over. You're mostly fighting like half mutated people still alive because they still live on the planet, or they were eating off shit that was mutated by the storm or something like that, and you were fighting more monster-esque kind of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
That
just
would be a
felt
cool
like,
game too.
Yeah. Hey, hindsight
Right.
is 2020, bro. Like they
Like,
almost
like, you
had
know-
they almost had an amazing. I still think it's a good idea, great idea.
Yeah, I think Outriders is an amazing.
It's
idea.
just they were just close. They didn't quite hit on it, which
Came up short.
yeah.
You live in
Came
your
up
life.
came up 10 yards short, man. That's really what it boiled down to. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The facts didn't change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, shit,
Yeah.
it's fun to play, so I'm gonna just keep pushing to the end. Maybe the story gets better.
Bro, I love
Same.
it. I love the co-op, bro. Co-op is
Yeah,
me
too.
hard.
co-op is amazing. Yeah, I gotta say, I love that part. It's
Absolutely.
pretty fun.
Please give us more people on our team, bro. If you're gonna do shit like the way you've been doing us lately.
Absolutely.
If you're
And
gonna
you-
have people like that, bro, give us more people on our squad at least one. At
Oh,
least two.
so are we gonna give a rating? Are we gonna give
Oh, yeah,
everybody
let's do
gonna
it.
give their
Hold on,
rating?
What? Oh, okay.
Wait.
Hold
Said,
up.
hold up, let me
Back
do
it
something.
up.
Pogs.
Back up.
So
Back up.
this is my thing too, and what's actually pretty interesting is the gameplay's sick. You know what I mean? We've agreed on that. The gameplay's sick, fun, dope. Does it leave the story? No, I wouldn't say story. I guess you can do a spin-off per se, you know what I mean, or go to a different planet or different areas. What do y'all think about a DLC if they were to drop a DLC? And it is early. We are very early in this game. You know what I mean? This came out last month? Earlier this month?
So.
2 months, I think.
Right? So what would y'all think about a DLC, and what would y'all want to see in that DLC?
Can I go first? Can I go first?
Yeah,
real quick?
Angel, go ahead.
I just cooked this up a couple minutes ago. Actually, I was thinking it's more of a theory. But what if that signal that they're tracking isn't actually from that planet that they're on?
That was kind of my first guess.
Like it's being beamed to that planet. Like, what if that planet was dying and the anomaly first started happening, and they found a planet that they could survive on that they went to, and that's the planet that she sees in her
Oh
vision.
no, that's not what I'm saying. But
And like, and they follow the signal, and they find out that it's actually like a station receiving the signal from somewhere else and broadcasting it to that planet. And they have to find a way to get up to that. What's it called? The USS Flores.
Yeah.
They have to find a way to get up there to take off to the other planet. That's the real fucking like habitable planet where everybody lives in harmony and shit.
get up there. They don't even have fuel to drive that thing.
Maybe they could build something. You never know, but I don't know. I'm just saying that would be dope as fuck.
Okay. Ashanti?
I mean, if there's a DLC, I'm for surely gonna get it. I think what I'd like to see though, I don't know, man. I don't know. I definitely want to see. I want to see more monsters. That's really ultimately what it boils down to. Is like I want to see more monsters. There's been a solid little variety, but I want to see more monsters, and I'd want the story of the DLC to be better, and I wouldn't have like how we're talking right now, like I had to basically explain a part, like fill in a gap of the story to this boy Penny, and it's like it's like that's an issue to me, that it's like I have to go through all the fucking options to be able to get information that it's not like, and it's not, I guess it's, you don't have to count it as technically, necessary vital information, but
Yes.
like I feel like, the little bit of exposition would help the story go a long way.
What I would like to see in the DLC, just like Smooth was saying, is more monsters. As far as the insurgents go, they doing the same, it's just like shoot, their yellow bar fills up, try to hit them, run away. That just seems like the end of it. And, find some cover, dodges attacks. I mean, at least with the monsters. Hey, at least with the monsters, they got different move sets, and you see some new shit. But it's like with the guys, it's like, oh, they have different bullets. Oh, it's a different element of pillar. Or you know what I mean?
They have grenades.
They have grenades.
Right. Or if anything, maybe like P was saying, like a mutant type insurgent monster type thing or something in the DLC, and that would lead to like, oh, actually, like this is more what you're gonna see in the next game.
Oh, can I say something real quick? I just thought of it. Like, how you talking about melee weapons? Like, I would love to see melee weapons added. Like, maybe you can carry it as like your primary, secondary weapon, or as your third. Where the pistol goes. Like, some
Like
swords or
a giant ass
something.
sword that dude was using.
Yeah, or like a sickle. I don't know, something. I would love to see that. That would be pretty dope, and be able to incorporate it, and it could go with like your melee attack as well. I think that'd be dope.
You know how you have that the R3 is the force push?
Yeah.
Like, what if you could add shit to that, or like a destructo disc out of air, like, or chi or whatever. Like,
Right,
you just
like-
make a disc and throw it, and it cuts them in half, and whatever is in its way just gets cut in half.
That'd be wrong. Could be. What about you, P? Same thing for
As
the
far as the
DLC.
DLC goes, that's what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
I don't even want a DLC, bro. I just want them to fucking fix the problems they already have, bro. I can't even imagine what I would want from a DLC without the first fixing that stuff.
My boy speaking facts though.
Like, that should be the DLC. Hey, we fixed all that dumb shit. I'll buy
Release the
that
game, man.
Hey, they
Just
just
charge
completely
$40 for it.
change. They completely change up the move sets on your controller. Basically, a new game.
Hey, what the fuck?
Disrespectful.
Man, what about you, John?
Melee weapons. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me that you have these supernatural powers and like all this technology, but you can't like have some like super high tech weapons. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be sick if they had something that was like a Wonder Waffle in Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like, where you shoot a big plasma cannon and like it just blows everything up. I mean, I get it, kind of be OP, but it's just like, that'd be dope to have, like a grenade launcher, or you know what I mean, like a melee weapon.
This
Like,
boy Sec has meteors.
yeah, like you gonna have my boy gonna send meteors out of nowhere, but you can't give me a grenade. You can't give me
Maybe
some
that is
type
their
of like
type of
next
grenades.
level technology where it just blows everything into pieces, or like, I don't know. It's just like,
So are you saying you'd want to see that in the DLC, or just
yeah,
that's
hell yeah. In the game in general. Like, you know what I mean? DLC for sure. Like, you know what I mean? Just something of that nature. Like, if you're coming out with DLC, you have to come out with new weapons. You have to. It would be super underwhelming if you didn't. So it's like, yes, if you guys do drop a DLC, I am looking forward to some crazy ass weapons going forward, or like some melee weapons, or like, I don't know, let me like pick someone up with like a force grab. I don't know, some crazy shit. Like, this boy Suck out here launching meteors. Like, what the hell? Like, I want to do some cool shit too.
Most dead.
Yeah, I'd love to see. Also, I would love to see more moves for your skill class. Now that I think about it, like, I'm just I don't like some of the skills in the Devastator class. Like Boulder Dash, I think is kind of weak. That the ground smash one is okay. I don't know. I like Gravity Leap. My favorite is for Shelly. My favorites are for Shelly. Gravity Leap. the impale and the I don't know what the other one is called, where you just like you shoot the like shock waves and you leech life off of the bad guys.
Like
But
aftershock or something.
yeah, I'd love to see some new moves.
Or like if you could upgrade off the skills, like for example, like I think was it the Devastator class, you can do tremors. That'd be dope if you could
That's what it is,
upgrade the
tremors.
tremors. If you can upgrade the tremors into like this crazy like magnitude 9 earthquake or something like, you know what I mean? Or like when you
affect
jump
the
up in
whole
the
area. Oh
yeah,
shit.
or like when you jump up in the air and you do this like ground punch. That'd be sick if you jump up in the air and do the ground punch, and instead of like affecting like a small group, it literally, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, something crazy, bro. Like y'all hired me to, you know what I mean, to design all this crap, bro. I'm just saying, like
Bro,
y'all, like I feel like their minds were so like, not to talk down on them, but I feel like it was so basic to like, you could do so much with this game, dude. It's
Yeah,
just like you guys hella limited
a lot
yourself,
of
and I get
potential.
it. You don't want to overwhelm, you know what I mean, gameplay, but it's just like, bro, this was a game where I feel like you could have just did some crazy shit with it, dude.
yeah, it needs updates quick,
Yeah.
please. Because I do enjoy this shit. Like I really do enjoy this game.
Please.
Like I know we've been saying a lot of stuff, like kind of like what's wrong with it more than what we've been saying is what's good with it. But I really do enjoy this game. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
want it to get misconstrued. Like
I
Oh
love
yeah,
this
no,
game.
this isn't a bias. Like we're not like, again, we're not getting paid for our opinion. You know what I mean? This is
yeah,
something where it's like this is the truth. You know what I mean? Like
we fans, bro.
I feel like I enjoy this game. I know that you guys enjoyed this
Oh,
game, but
yeah.
it's like where there's some things that we would just love to see in this game that would make this game that much better.
Yeah.
And if it's eliminating those little booty crack ass cutscenes, then please, by all means,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like come on
facts.
now, bro. You don't need to give me a cutscene of me going down a damn fucking rope and then, oh hey, let's jump back into this crazy ass gameplay. Like, bro, what? You just ruined the whole pace of the game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
But
Hey, man, it looks like you got something to say. I was going to say anybody else.
I was gonna say, but before we do this rating, does anybody have anything to say or add?
I feel like I've shat on this game a lot so far, but kind of going back to what Angel said,
Chatted on doucher.
going back to what Angel said, just to shed on some positive like notes on the game, because I did enjoy the gameplay a lot. So I do want to get that straight. The gameplay, like if I had to rate the gameplay by itself, like without the rest of the bullshit, I probably would give it like a cool like 8 to 9.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Okay.
Gameplay is really good.
Angel.
Yeah, gameplay features definitely a 9. The overall game probably like a very high 5. Super lit 5.
What's out of
5?
10?
Yeah, really lit. A really lit 5.
It's a really lit 5. Well, because like honestly, I love the gameplay. It's the best part about it. Like everything, the guns, I enjoy all that shit. I enjoy the fact that I can make my truck look like that. This boy Suck has a demon or whatever strapped on the hood of his truck. That's pretty cool. Our flags look pretty dope. Like I like how they do that for the accolades. They give you stuff like that.
He said, I got 5 for the gameplay and 5 for everything else. So there you go.
High 5. It's a 5.5.
All right.
1
What
point
about
for
you,
each
John?
Wait, so Angel, you gave it a 5 out of what? Out of 10?
out of 10. Fuck it. I give it a 6. Solid 6.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Gameplay is a solid 9
That's
when I don't.
wild.
Gameplay alone, I give it a 9. I can't give it a 10 just because of all the things we talked about with like, the moves and I would like to see a little more class points and the gun. Like I would have liked to see attachments. I guess their version of that is like adding the mods. Gameplay, I give it a what did I say, a 9? Yeah, I like the game a lot. I really enjoy playing the game. But overall, I have to say I can only give it an 8 just because I love the game and I'm definitely gonna go back and play again and I'm gonna fuck around with the other builds, but there's like the cutscenes, like at first I was like, damn, this is annoying. It's not a big deal. But then after a while, it was just like, yo, fuck, like this and it's like the way that it looks, I'm like, yo, like this is literally like it did not have to be this way. Like it literally absolutely did not. I know for a fact it did not have to be this way. Y'all chose for it to be this way. And all the things we've talked about just kind of don't make it an 8.5 or a 9 for me. But it was really fun game. I do love this game a lot. I had fun playing. Definitely gonna play it again.
9 and 8. Okay. Overall, I'd say like a 7, maybe an 8 overall. Gameplay definitely 8 or 9. I'd say I'm jumping between those two numbers though for both because I'm gonna hold out till I get to the end of the game and maybe things will wrap in nicely or things will click together. Like that I noticed there's sets for the legendary gear, so maybe that might give it a little extra something there.
All
Right.
Last now, what is this Funktastic approved though?
This guy's sick.
I'd say
Who
it's
is the
fantastic.
moderator again?
Is this
Hey,
Funktastic
it kind of
approved?
sounds like Angel and John are also moderators. Why don't you guys go
Is
ahead and take
this-
it away?
All right, listen, y'all. Is this Funktastic approved?
Yes.
Well, I would have to understand what that means, though. I mean, I would
It's
say
a
in the
simple
sense of,
question, man.
worth
Is this
playing?
Funktastic approved, man? I didn't ask for all the unnecessary extras, man. Is it Funktastic approved?
That's good proof.
That's approved.
Yeah, yes, it
That's
is.
a-
Yes,
That's a no
indeed.
for me, man.
Oh,
He said,
Hey, but majority
Nah.
rules, though. Majority rules. So
Hey
it's
man,
good.
Nah, go ahead,
fantastic
son.
game. I'm just
take it
saying,
away, son.
Thanks for tuning in.
that's crazy.
Hey,
That guy's sick.
Hey, you beat me to the boxes. I beat you to the outro.
Crazy.
This is fantastic gaming. Signing off. Catch y'all later.